Hello students, today we're going to make a roast pumpkin soup, and this is a classic recipe, and with this recipe you don't need to worry about peeling and dicing the pumpkin. This is a very easy recipe, very easy to follow, and it comes together in a second. But we do need to bake the pumpkin. So for that, what we're going to do is I want you to take a pumpkin, and this is an organic pumpkin, and I have washed it thoroughly with a little bit of vinegar and salt, and make sure that you really scrub and wash the pumpkin really nicely. Like I said, I've already given this one a good scrub beforehand, but make sure that you scrub. So I've rinsed the pumpkin really well with fresh water, and now I've got my baking tray here. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil, just brush some olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, and a bit of honey. So half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, and maybe 1 tablespoon of honey, roughly. We will brush the pumpkin with these things, and we will put the onions and the garlic in the pan, and we will bake this at 180 degrees for 25 minutes. So students, as you can see, that we are glazing the pumpkin really well with a bit of olive oil, honey, pepper and salt, and we're going to cook this pumpkin with the skin and the seeds. And I usually, when I make pumpkin soup at home, I have the skin and the seeds, I blitz it, and it all becomes a part of the soup, so nothing goes to waste. So you can try that too. It's very delicious and good for you because it's the vitamins and nutrients that are in the skin and in the seed, and we don't want to throw the best part of the pumpkin. All right, so along with this pumpkin, we are going to just put the whole garlic in, the whole onion, it all goes in the pan, as you can see. And now I'm going to bake this for 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, until it's all nicely roasted. Seeds from the pumpkin, from the inside of the pumpkin here. Now we're going to take the skin off. All right, it's very easy to do. You can see, just take one piece, put it down. All right, hold it with the other hand, very carefully. Just cut the skin through, and here you have a nice pumpkin that has been skinned and seeded. All right, remove the seeds, and we're removing the skin. All right. Now you're going to do that with all the pumpkins that you have, and now you're going to have a bridge cut. So we will hold the pumpkin with 2 hands, and from the center we're going to cut the pumpkin into further small pieces. We're going to dice it down. Right, that's the bridge. The knife goes in the center. All right, so now we have cut our pumpkins, and we're ready to put it on a baking tray and bake it. Now this pumpkin will not require 25 to 30 minutes. 20 minutes should be enough for this, 180 degrees. Students, so the baked pumpkin, onion and garlic are cooling now, and while they're cooling, we're going to make some cheesy, crusty bread. So I've got a Vienna loaf here, and we will just roughly slice them. Okay, nice chunky pieces of Vienna. Just stretch it up, put it on the 3 of us here tonight, so nice crusty cheesy Vienna coming up. Now that's mixed 3 cheeses. It's got Parmesan, it's got mozzarella, and it's got tasty cheese, so that'll give a really nice flavor to our crusty cheese. Now I'm going to be very generous because everyone in our family loves cheese. So cheesy bread with some pumpkin soup coming up for dinner tonight. All right. So this is going to go in a hot grill, under a hot grill, for 5 minutes or even less. Keep an eye on it. As soon as you see the cheese turning golden and bubbling, we're going to take it out of the oven. All right. The vegetables have now cooled off, and it's been 10 minutes. So I'm going to lift it up just gently. And as I said, I am going to be cooking making the soup with the skin and the seeds. So all of this, I'm just going to roughly chop it, put it in a glass bowl because I'm going to blitz it there. Head of the garlic off. As you can see, I've just removed the big head here. Just take it off, and then we're going to hold its tail and squeeze all the garlic. See, all the garlic is going to come off. All the delicious sweet roasted garlic is going in. There you go. Here we have all the garlics out. Same thing we'll do here to get the head off. Bowl. Now I've got light and creamy here. Now this will give a really nice and creamy taste to the pumpkin soup without having to use cream. Now we're going to mix it. This will take some time.